I was in a leadership role for many years as a lieutenant on an engine, a captain on an engine, also as the director of training for the fire department there, and also 10 years as a battalion chief on a shift, so a shift commander. And that takes a lot of leadership to provide to your people to make sure they are doing the absolute best job that they know how. I've always compared it and I've always expected excellence out of my people, although as a leader you have to make sure that you understand that everyone is not going to bat 1,000 all the time. So you might be able to, ask of a person to be at the top of their game all the time. You have to realize that that's not always going to be the case, and you have to work to help your people become excellent and to perform. So I haven't thought up these next two phrases that I will tell you about. I learned them in a book somewhere, and I don't know who to exactly quote. But one of the definitions of leadership is if someone has fairness, number one, firmness, number two, and three, the ability to do their job. That is one of the definitions of leadership. So if you take a look at those three components, fairness, everybody wants someone to be fair with them. So that's not a real hard thing to do unless maybe you have some superiors that might come into play here and get in your way of being fair, which we've all probably dealt with over the years. So fairness is a major issue to people. I know it's an issue to you. It's always been an issue to me. And so we have to make sure we're fair as possible. The next one is firmness. And believe it or not, people want someone that is firm. In other words, if you make a decision and it's based on facts and input and experience and so forth, you want someone that's going to be firm with that. They're not going to be wishy-washy with it. If they decide something and you feel it's fair, it also needs to be firm and applied in that manner. And most people will react positively to that. So the last is the ability to do your job. And that is huge. If you ask any firefighter out there what number one trait they want in their leader, certainly in that top one or two is going to be that person has the ability to do their job. You don't want somebody that is incompetent as your leader. So in preparing leaders, you need to make sure that you have the ability to do your job. And one of the ways you can do that is you can make sure you are properly educated. You can make sure that you have proper people skills. And you can make sure, or at least when you become a leader, hopefully you have the experience that goes with those things to allow you to have the ability to do your job. So I think those three things are very important and something to think about for you as a potential leader in the future. You should work on those three items. That is one definition of leadership. Another definition of leadership that I've read is the ability to get a person to do something that you want them to do because they want to do it. So that might seem a little confusing, but if you break it down and think about it, to get someone to do something that you want them to do because they want to do it. So that is another definition of leadership, and how you go about that is very critical, because the whole idea is for you to lead people and to accomplish goals and tasks, whether they're in the firehouse, whether it's a personnel issue, whether it's on the fire ground. You want to get people to accomplish these tasks the way you would like that to be done within your ROGs or SOPs or guidelines and policies, but you want them to get that done because they want to do it. And that's one of the traits of leadership that is kind of difficult to do, but if you are a type of person that can accept all the parameters there, all those policies and so forth, and also the input of your people, and to interact with your people and get them to be the best team that they can be and the best people, then you're probably going to be providing some leadership to your troops. In conclusion, I would like to thank you for watching this roll call tip, and have a safe time out there on the job. Thank you very much.